Today we are making naan bread, which is Indian flatbread, and it is absolutely delicious, quick and easy to make. Let's make it. We are gonna start by combining sugar, yeast, and water together. You want your water to be at 110 degrees, which will be creating like this perfect bubbly dough. So we're gonna add that into the bowl and sugar. Okay, at this point, you just let this sit for about 10 minutes. The yeast will get all nice and bubbly on top. Once the yeast is bubbly like this, we're gonna add the egg to the mixture. I have some salt here and some milk. We're gonna whisk this up. Okay, we're gonna add flour in small parts. At first, I like to whisk in just a little bit like this, and then I'm just gonna attach this to the mixer and have the mixer do the rest of it. Just add a little bit more. Once the dough is kneaded, I personally like to move it over to a different bowl. Just oil the bowl a little bit so it doesn't stick to the sides. But I'm gonna just scoop this out and move it over. Just form it into a ball and then cover it with a plastic wrap and let this sit for about an hour. At this point, our dough has basically doubled or maybe even tripled. We are gonna divide this into like about 15 pieces. I usually go 10 to 15, but it really is up to you. You can make them as large or as small as you want them to be. Just dump this out over here. Okay, we'll fold this over into like a round circle, and then I'll see exactly how to divide it. So we'll do half. Okay, we're gonna shape each one into a little round ball, and you wanna let them rest for a little bit right before you roll them out again. So I just place the dough in my hand and just kind of work the circle around, just like this, and leave it on the counter. And I like to roll them out into this oval shape and just stretch them out as much as you can. The thinner the better. They will get bubbly on your pan while you're cooking them. At this point, I like to do a little bit of water sprinkle on top of each one once you roll it out, just on one side, and this is the side that you'll place it against the pan. You're gonna preheat a cast iron skillet. I like to test if it's hot enough, so just a little drip of water, and let's see. Oh, that's pretty. We're gonna do a light sprinkle of oil, just so it doesn't stick to your pan. With the wet side down, we're gonna place this dough on here. As soon as it's bubbly like this, you can flip it over and give it a little bit of nice char on the other side. And for all my garlic lovers, you can just combine some garlic with melted butter and just brush it up on top. Get a few chunks of that garlic.